Hello and welcome back again in another sheet metal workshop. And today in this video I'm going to show a transition from a rectangular to round offset. So this is the rectangular box somewhere, and here's the circle, the rounding, and it's going to be offset just like this. And we're going to make in between a transition with a height of 250 millimeter crossover. So that is the one we're going to make, and we're going to also make a pattern by developing it. So I'm going to put this now away. We'll come back later on it. So let's get started straight away. That's the one we're going to make. So length 400 by 300. The diameter of the circle is 200 and it's offset, so it's 170 from up to down and from the side 180. Now I have here this metal. This is 44 centimeter or 440 millimeter by 314 millimeter. So I'm gonna give now 20 millimeters each side. So now I have from here to here 400 and 300. Okay, now we go from here to here 170 millimeter. So this is from this line. Maybe not good recognizable, but okay, I hope it's better now to see. So what we're going to do next, these 170 we go from here to down and then we will align. So 170. So we have 170 that, and now we have 180 from this corner, from here to here, 180 millimeter. So now we have the center where we're going to place a circle. So we said it's going to be a diameter of 200. So 100 is in the middle. So that's 200, because the bow divider is already in the size we need. So we're gonna divide the circle in 12 parts. And now we're going to connect those 12 parts each in its own section. So once you have connected all 12 parts, each in each section, to his own corner, you're going to look here, okay, the seam. So we have here 4 different sizes, the sides, and the seam is here in the shortest one. So this is here where the seam is, S. So here's going to be the seam. And we're going to number it. So it all depends where we're going to start. So this is how the template at the end should look like. So I'm going to start like this here. So I'm going to put my metal on it in the middle. First I'm going to give 20 millimeter, make here the middle line, and then I'm going to find that triangle, and then we're going to cross over these points left and right. So that's the plan. I make this in front because I want to know how much metal I'm going to need. So these are those exact sizes for the template. So I cut a little bit bigger piece of metal. So we're going to start. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to number every point here. I'm going to start here with number 1. Doesn't matter where you want to start, but I want to start at the upper side of the seam. So that's why here we go with number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And these corners I'm gonna give letters. So this is gonna be corner A. Here we're gonna be corner B, corner C, and corner D. Okay, now so the next thing is, where is my size scratcher? Okay, here it is. So now I'm gonna take my size scratcher here, and I want to scratch here 20 millimeter. That is also the overlap. So we have here now a 20 millimeter line. So I hope you can see the line clearly. And then we're also going to need here a working line of 20 millimeters. Okay, so we know we have here a side of 180 and 220. So we're looking now from this side. This is the 180. So This is exactly here 1 meter, 500, it's the middle line. So now I go 180 left, and 220 right. So that means, if I done this correctly, this should be A, this should be B. And here, okay, the seam is over there. Now, because it's got a height of 250 millimeters, now I'm gonna make a line here from this line 250. Here's 250. So this is M, and now I'm gonna pull just a line up. So I want to find 1 from A to 1. So now I'm gonna go from the S point here to the 1. And now here, so this is 250 height. So now I'm gonna, from this line, mark here, and now I'm gonna pick up this point and go to the real height. To find that true length, now from here we have 1, the half of 1. Now the other half is from B, the same thing. And then again from this line you go to the height to get the true length. And make the other one. So the middle line should cross the center. Okay, we're good. So this is number 1. Now it's very good if you have a second divider. So this is the distance from 1 to 2 and from 2 till 3. But you can also take each size separately, because sometimes it's not divided exactly, but that doesn't matter. Thing is, you can also each point for himself take. So from 1 I go 1 time left, and I'm gonna check if this size is the same. Yeah, and we go from 1 here. So now we're gonna find number 2. Number 2. So this is a thing you repeat. You repeat the whole procedure every time, and you go in circle. It's nothing complicated actually, yeah. So number 2, go again to the height, because this is the side length, that's the true length, and that's why we take first from up view, we take this point and then pull it out here down, and then from here again to this highest point 250, so you get again the true length. So that is again from B. So in here, this is the line I had before, is number 2. So the same thing you're going to do with number 12. So I think if I doing this point by point, this video is going to be boring because I'm repeating every step. It's a repeatable thing you do. So in fact it isn't very hard or difficult to make a rectangle to round offset. You just have to know what to do. Yeah. And this is number 12. So again, from 2 to number 3, number 2, number 3, and from number 12 we go and to number 11 is also the same. So we're repeating again. Number 3, number 3, from B, and there is number 3. Number 11, I did it. Okay. And number 11. So next, number 10. So now the next part comes. That means we have here in a straight line of 300, and then the point from 4. We're going to find the true length from 4 to C. So first we're going to cross over here this size, the 300. from B. So this is B. Because we have already got the true length, we don't have to wipe it to the side, because this is already the true length. And now we set from 4 till C. Okay, 4. Here. And then we go from 4 until C. Okay. Well, I have to take this line again. Happens. So that means we have C. Yeah, where's the stift? So we're going to write here C. And we're going to give straight away the overlap of 20 millimeter. Now we can do the same thing to the left side. So we start here with 10. That means again here these 300 from A to these 300 should be still in the bow divider. So from A, here's A. And now from D on 10, that is from D here, that is that size, from 10 I'm gonna cross over. So again, go here to your true length finder. And now you go from 10 and that is then that should be D. A, B, C and D. Okay, so here also $20 millimeter, I give extra overlap. So the next step, this is in fact we have now 1/2. And of course we don't forget to connect this one. So this is this one, and from 10 to A. and then you connect those other ones. So now get a better, maybe a better picture of it. Okay, half is done. So now we're going to go from C till S, the seam. So from this here until here. That's the next one we're going to take. From C, same thing we do on the other side, from D to S. Okay, so the next thing, it's getting bored a little bit. So next thing is from 10 till 9. From 10 till 9. And from 4 to number 5. So again, now we take C4 we have, C4, now we go C5. 5, or like this here. Again, wipe it to the side, find the true length. It's just dragging over sizes and repeating all the same thing again. Number 5. And from number 10 to number 9. From D and now we have here number 11. From, no, it's not number 11, it's, I'm sorry, it's number 9. We go backwards here. And from number 9, number 8, and from number 5 to number 6, okay, all the same. Number 8. So we're here now. Number 8. Number 5. So we go to number 6. Again here. Number 6. And now we go number 7, the last one. And from 6 till 7. C7. And D7 from D to number 7. Find the true length and drag it over. That's number 7. Now, the next thing is number S7. So S7, that's a small part. Seven, and then here, that's we took before from C to B, that was this size, from B to C, from B to C, and then from C to S, and now we have 7S, and that's why we have that point over there, C. Now, we're doing the same thing here. 7, we already got that size. Wait a minute. That's the same. Oh yeah, that's the same size. Wait a minute. I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so it's the same. So this is the same size from 7S, and from this 7S are the same sizes. So we're going now to connect. I'm going to put that aside, so we're going to connect now. Also this down from D to S point, or middle. This is actually the seam. Yes, the seam. I'm sorry, sometimes a little bit confused. Okay, and now we have So from A till D and from D till S. And this is from SS actually, or S7. And also the overlap, not forget. Again, 20 millimeter. Here. I'm sorry, here. Okay. And of course we're gonna give him here 30 millimeters overlap. So the next thing is now here, we're going to connect the inner line. So after we've done that, we're going to give everywhere at least 1 centimeter, 15 millimeter for the swage. I could have give maybe also 10 millimeter, but we're going to need here a flat swage, so I'm gonna give him a flat swage of 15 millimeter, and then I'm gonna put in a final swage in it. So you can better have more than less, because it's always easier to put a bigger diameter on a little bit smaller than a smaller on a bigger. Okay, now. So the next thing is now, we're going to cut it. Therefore we go to the galantine. So I'm gonna go back, so I have also so the next thing we can cut is those edges here. This one we have. We've got the small one. And we have this one here. Okay, I don't like to guess in sometimes, so I have to pull this line. A little bit longer. Or maybe I have also this one. Therefore, it's very important you have good galantines. And this one. Okay, now the next thing is the cutout. Now the next thing is we're going to cut out those edges. So we did 3. Yeah, that's almost 3. So I'm gonna copy over for any case this overlap here. So I'm just gonna copy that over. So now the next thing comes, we're gonna fold this. So we had 360 degree. Divided to 12 is 30 degrees, so we're gonna make each angle 30 degrees. That's one step. We can also make every step 15 degrees by halving those lines. But we're going to do every one, so 30 degrees. Okay, we put it in. $30 degrees. Oh, is there something under it? Yes, there is. Okay. So I have here a scale and I go to 30 degrees. So there it is. $30 degrees. Now here you have to watch out. Sometimes it's not easy. So there it is. That's the one. So now we're gonna put it together. First we're going to make, well, you can also put a switch before you start bending, but so now I'm gonna put this together. Okay, so now we're gonna a little correction. Now the next thing we're gonna make here, we're gonna bend these corners and make here first a flat switch in it. That's the next thing. So first we're gonna do the flat switch. So okay, now the flat switch is coming. We're gonna do that. We have here made 15 millimeters. 15 on the wheel down. So this is that 15 we have made on it before. Now so not too much, just a little bit. To have it in form. So we have now, as you can see, the circle is now more circle as before. So I wanted to have 200 millimeter. See, 200 and 200. So now I'm gonna put in a female switch. I'm gonna use number 1. Okay, so female switch. Okay, well, that's it. Here's a little bit, yeah, because of the overlap, but it's still a good circle. Okay, now we're gonna bend this one. Therefore we go to the bending machine. So just a little bit. Okay, that's it. Now we're going to see if it fits. So if it is here trouble to get it real good done, then you need to put on flat wheels again. And then put it on slow. See? And here also. So let's see how this fits. So I'm gonna take my puncher . So now I'm gonna drill first the middle one. So, done. Normally I can put here another screw here in. Right here. Okay, well, it's done. This is how it looks like from the inside. So that's it. 250 high, so that is from this side to until the swage. 25 until the swage, so should be seam ball. Okay, well, that is it. It's out of center, offset. This is the way I should do it. Okay, it always gets a little bit better, but this is just the way to show how it's been done. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you next time.